Great.
Good job!
Ah. Yeah, I had my mic muted. Okay. We will back up and take this from the top. Oh, it's been the entire stream. 26 minutes so far. It's been the whole thing. Okay. From the top. No, this is how streams work. If you ever become a streamer, you are going to have one stream where you've done the entire stream with the mic off and you didn't even realize it. And none of the people in the chat, because people come to chat, they don't know that something's wrong most of the time. They're just like, oh, he's just not talking today, right? And just watching the gameplay. It's going to happen. Even when I was making like YouTube videos, like way back in the day. Yeah, heading to get dinner, and we'll be back. Oh yeah, no problem. No worries, no worries. Well, when you get back, I guess, since I think you're the only one here at the moment, other people will wander in later. Let me know, and I will repeat the introduction. Until then, I will continue working on my pseudocode and just talking through what I'm gonna do. Oh, yeah, just bam, bam. Yeah. That way I don't have to repeat everything twice, or you don't have to go looking through the VOD to find out what I'm doing. And for everybody else that comes in after this, they're not gonna know that I just spent 26 minutes talking with my mic off. Confetti. How do you spell confetti? Armageddon. How do you spell Armageddon? Screensaver. Bombing run. Battle Royale. Battle Royale. I think that's the last one of those. We'll put a break right there. And then we'll take a look at these. Good job. Hello there. And it exploded. Do a barrel roll. Never give up, never surrender. I'm going to impersonate every single one of these. Never give up. I'm going to have to science the shit out of this. That is absolutely true. I just watched that movie again last night with my mom. She had never seen it before. I mean, come on. How do you guys expect to beat me? The Thermian laugh track. Oh. How do you spell Thermian? Oh. How do you spell laugh? Notepad does not like Thermian. Emotional damage. Team sucks. I will send you to Jesus. Knock knock. Bye, Grappler's hammer. Yeah. Oh, I should note that all of these have a space after them. Alright, where was we? Grappler's hammer. I need to just grab this. Trail. Oh yeah, I was doing this. Okay, so that lets me know that I have a special character at the end of that line. Because without that special character, these redeems won't work. And that special character is there for a very specific reason. To prevent people from triggering this redeem without... by just typing it in chat. Basically. Curse your betrayal. Try not to hit every single one. No, I'm not drunk, madam, but you give me an idea. Madam? My days of not taking you seriously. Lack of faith. Your mother was a hamster. I think I'm going to take the punctuation out of these names. So by Grappler's hammer, I need to take the punctuation out. Okay. I'm gonna put the number of redeems I have on each one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 sound redeems. Okay. And here we got Super Mushroom. Oh, Pokeball has a special character. Great Ball. Duck. Removing art container. Pixelate, and I'm removing punctuation. 1,000 needles, not 10,000. Throw an Ultra Ball. Drop an Anvil. Mushroom. Up mushroom. Edit this so one up is you spin me around. Did I put the exact right number on here? Okay. I did. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 14 of these. Right, and then there are these redeems and these redeems. There's the power-ups and the redeems, and I don't really know how the power-ups trigger. They trigger off of bits. But these trigger as default redeem rewards. So I'm gonna have those down here. Yep, I did that. One, two, three, four. Highlight my message. Unlock a random sub emote. Choose an emote to unlock and modify a single emote. And these don't count. Those don't count towards my limit there. Okay, so what do we got? We got 29, 33, 36. 29, 33, 36, 48. No? 36. 44. And 50. So I've got some extra cases to add in here. I've got 6 additional empty slots. Okay, so that should give me the 50. That's 20. That's 39. Plus 3 is 42. Plus 8 is 50. So I have 6 empty slots on my rewards thing right here that I can drop in a couple of extra either sound alerts or redeems for the avatar. So, did I break it again, or was it OBS? Okay, so I use a program called Sammy, this program here, to handle my alerts. Also, welcome Con, and welcome Lojo. And when OBS crashed, it broke almost all of the alerts that I had set up in Sammy. I'm not surprised that this happened. So I will go back. I will go over how everything works. I would say I already explained it, but as Q pointed out, I spent the first 25 minutes of this stream with my microphone on mute. Talking into thin air. Yep, it's a streamer thing. Yeah, we all do it from time to time. Anyway, Sammy, this is the program that handles my alerts. This is how this program works, right? So this program has these buttons, and these buttons have triggers. And this button, for example, Twitch follower, is waiting for an event that my Twitch account spawns. So anytime I have a new follower on Twitch, it spawns the Twitch follower event on my account. And anything that's connected to my account, like Sammy, for example, is listening for an event to go off. This button is listening for the Twitch follower event. To give a quick breakdown of what listening and events are, this is programming terminology. It's part of how you write a program, right? So you write a program that listens for something to happen and then takes an action when it hears that thing happen. And then you have other programs that are firing off what are called events. And that is when something happens in relation to that program, right? So Twitch natively fires off a whole bunch of different events all the time on the channel. When there's a channel redeem, when there's a new subscriber, when there's a raid, when there's a hype train, when there's a follower. All of this stuff fires off different events. And each of the events have different attributes associated with them. So what Sammy does is Sammy is connected to my Twitch account and it's listening to all the events that Twitch is firing out. And when each one of these buttons is listening for different events to happen. This one is listening for Twitch followers. So every time there's a new follower, Twitch announces, new follower event is happening right now. Sammy hears that with this button. This button is listening specifically for Twitch to say new follower. So when Twitch says that, this button hears it, and then it fires off this code that is inside the button. And the first thing it does is it asks Twitch, what's the display name of the person that triggered the event? And it takes that name and it hides it in the user variable. And then Sammy is also connected directly to my OBS, right? And so here's my OBS. We're going to see Infinite Me's for a moment. And inside OBS, I have these 5 alerts right at the top. Alert text, when I turn it on, you see it says silver link right now because that was my last test alert up there at the top. And then the subtext, which in this case was new YouTube subscriber because that was the last alert I tested. The alert movie, which is this border that plays there, and then that disappears. And then the alert sound. And then if it's a sound alert, what the last sound alert was.
Good job!
Right? So these 5 things are up here. What Sammy does is it goes into OBS and it looks for alert text. And it's going to change the alert text to whatever is in user. And it got that information from the event that was given off from Twitch. So it changes the name to be the username. Then it changes the color to match the color of the event. In this case, purple. This number right here represents the color purple in a hex code format. Then it looks at the source alert subtext and it changes that to be what it should be for this alert. And then it changes the color of that. Then it looks at the movie and it changes the file that this is looking at to be the color that it should be for that particular one. And I have that movie file in all the different colors. And then it looks at the alert sound and it changes that to be the appropriate alert. Good job! They are currently still broken. Q has already tried. It is currently still broken. Yeah, so the first thing that it does is it changes all of these sources inside of OBS right here. To be what they should be for the alert. You're undefined. Yeah. Yeah, it's I'm gonna fix it. That's the point. That's the purpose of this stream. So yeah, and then it looks in OBS for my scenes, and I have 4 scenes: starting, gaming, break, and ending. And you can see those right here. Starting, breaking, gaming is what we're currently on, and ending. So it looks for the different scenes that I have right there. And on each of those scenes, it changes the visibility, right here, visibility, of alert movie, alert sound, alert text, and alert subtext, which are the 4 things that make the alert pop off. And over here, you can see there's a delay. There's a delay of 0 for when it grabs a variable. There's a delay of 1 for when it changes everything here. And then when alert movie starts to play, there's a delay of 0. So it switches alert movie on at the same time that it's assigning all of the variables and everything over there so that it can go ahead and start playing. 1200 milliseconds later, it switches the sound on so that it can start playing. 1500 milliseconds, and this is from the start of the button, it switches on the text and the subtext. And I've already timed all of that stuff out to make sure that the alert appears. It's making you a thinky part, sir. Yeah, well, just basically, it turns on all of those sources at the appropriate times, and then 4,000, 5,000 milliseconds later, it turns them all off. And then it waits 5,000 milliseconds before the button can activate again. So when you see one of the alerts go off, like I'm gonna test the follower right here. This right here is an interface that lets me test all of those triggers that I made over there. So this fires off all of the different alerts that Twitch can fire off, that YouTube can fire off, and that my VTuber model thing can fire off. So when I test the follower alert, I'm going to switch it back over here, and I want you to look at this right here, and you can see what it's doing. Turning all of those on, and now it's turning them off, right? And now when I turn them on, you can see that the name is and the colors are different. And so if I was to go over here and go to YouTube and test a YouTube subscriber, same thing, same alerts are turning on, and then they turn off. And then when I go back in here and look, you see that it's the same thing, but the text and the colors are different. So this is what Sammy does. In order to prevent me from having like a whole 1,000 different things over here that happens for every single alert that goes off, I have these 5 things on every scene and Sammy dynamically changes these to reflect what the current trigger is, then shows it and hides it in the proper format. Yeah, so that's what's happening here. This button right here is supposed to grab the channel rewards and do them properly. And as you can see, there's a switch statement in here, and then there's an if statement in here. But it's not doing that. And I think one of my variables is now being declared in the wrong spot. And I think one of the brackets of one of the switch statements is broken. Because this right here is the arrival button, right? So when you look at my channel redeems, I've got one button that says announce your arrival. And what that button is supposed to do is when somebody presses it, it checks for announce your arrival, and if it does, it drops you in here. Then it looks at the arrival variable, and if the arrival variable is less than 3, it drops you in here. If the arrival variable is number 1, it triggers this stuff, where the alert name is the user's name, the color is blue, then it says, hey, you arrived first. Then it plays the movie and the file, and the sound right here is the greeting sound, and then it changes the text up at the top of the screen right here to be your username so that everybody knows you arrived first. And then it switches the active variable to 1, and it increments the arrival variable by 1. So arrival should be up here starting at 0. There should be a variable right here called arrival. That is not trigger pool data. It should be variable. Set to 0 called arrival. So there should be a variable right there called arrival. That, and this could be what was making it malfunction. Now, when I go into the bridge and I test this channel point reward right here, redeem name is announce your arrival. Good job. Okay, it didn't go in there at all. So it didn't change anything from when it was a YouTube redeem. So none of this code fired just now. So something else is going wrong right here. And I am not sure what it is yet. But it should have popped down in here and then executed this bit of code. And then arrival would have been incremented by 1. And I've got these variables as persistent. So when you go back out here and look at the buttons, you can edit the settings, and you can edit the local variables so that they're persistent, right? Oop, I need to leave that checked. And that means that the variable doesn't reset once the button ends. So that alert variable is always going to have the number of the people that redeemed that alert. So that over the course of the stream, nobody can redeem the alert again. So, I mean, nobody can redeem the same level of the alert, right? The variable persists. Normally, when the button is pushed by the event, the variables are created, and then when the button is finished, the variables are deleted. For this one, I need this button's variables to continue to exist, just because of this arrival variable right there. Okay. But I believe the problem that I had was putting this arrival variable right here, which is why I had it declared down here. So maybe if I delete this and this, it'll fire. I don't even know why there was an if statement there, because the switch statement does the checking. Let's test it. Back here in OBS.
Great.
Good job!
Okay. So I'm going to clear the stream ended. And let's try that again.
Greetings.
Okay, so it's doing things, but it's not doing the right things. For some reason, it just put my test guy at number 1, but it fired off the 4th place
Good job!
twice. But still sounded the number 1 and said it was 2nd. Okay, so it's clearly still not working correctly. Something has gone horribly wrong. So that leads me to what I was doing. Here, this is my channel redeem list here, where I can set up all of my channel redeems. And this is pseudocode for what I need to happen inside that one button. I'm going to make that one button do all of the channel redeems. Since there's only 50 of them, I should be able to do it with one switch statement that has 50 cases on it. Or in this case, 54, because there are 4 special ones right here, default rewards. Well, I suppose I should probably put the 5th one on there too, even though I don't use it, because it's always going to be there. Case. Send a message in sub only mode. Okay, so I have 50 slots that I can use to make channel redeems, right? So the things that you at the bottom of the page that you use, like on my page to do all this fun stuff, on Lady's page, for example, to do the cat treats and stuff. We only have 50 slots on that. And then there are 5 default rewards that everybody gets that don't count towards those 50. So
And it exploded.
I don't know if that went off correctly or not. Did it go up correctly? And it exploded. And don't worry about your channel points for today.
Greetings.
That one, no, I don't think that one went out correctly. Don't worry about channel points that are spent today, because none of these channel points are going to actually be used. I'm going to refund all of the channel points.
And it exploded.
Okay, that one seems to be working correctly. So yeah, in any redeems or anything that happened today, I'm going to be refunding all of those channel points at various points throughout the stream. All the mushroom does. Okay, so the mushroom redeems and stuff are for.
And it exploded.
Yeah, see, it chucked the mushroom at me. These redeems are not supposed to trigger the alert sound or anything. It's just supposed to do it to like my avatar there. The mushroom doesn't do anything until you hurt the avatar, right? So if you were to do like the duck barrage, which is this.
Greetings.
It should fire off.
And it exploded.
Why did the ducks not happen? Okay. All of that stuff happens from.
Greetings.
Ow. The great ball works. All of that stuff happens from in here. There is one. Oh, that's why. Okay. Bonk.
Greetings. And it exploded.
No, we're gonna put that. We're gonna put that back over there. Okay, I'm gonna snooze the ad. So you may have noticed I have a little health bar down here in the corner, and yes, the mushroom heals me for the health. But if you do something like throw one of the Pokeballs or the Great Balls, or like the Duck Barrage, which
And it exploded.
Let's see. What's something that does a lot of
Greetings.
So yeah, you could, for example, drop an anvil on my head.
Greetings.
And that took all of my health away. And you see my avatar is now passed out. When my health bar is completely depleted, I just plump and I fall down. And
I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this.
13 seconds later, I pop back up. So you guys can have a war with channel points out there with depleting my health and filling it back up. The 1-up mushroom fills my health all the way back up. The heart container fills it halfway back up. And the super mushroom gives me like 10% health. And then a bunch of the other things do a bunch of other things.
I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this.
Like 1,000 needles throws a little cactuar at me.
Greetings.
Ow. And they stick around and they do a bunch of damage. So now I'm covered in little cactuar. That happens. And it's not only throwing things at the avatar, it's like I can be abducted by aliens.
Greetings.
Bye. The aliens
What,
want
they're busy?
me home.
Busy? Look, they're busy and you're dizzy. No, I'm not drunk, madam, but you give me an idea.
Okay, yeah. So there's a bunch of redeems and everything down there, and that's how the health on the avatar works. Like I can fill my health back up by throwing a 1-up mushroom
Greetings.
if it triggers. Oh, I changed the name of the. Okay.
Busy? Look, they're busy and you're dizzy.
Why did the
no,
1-up
I'm not
mushroom
drunk,
not work?
madam, but you give me an idea.
Because of the name is different. Save that. Did I save Duck? I think I did. I did. Duck is right there. Okay.
What, they're busy? Busy? Look, they're busy and you're dizzy.
Yeah,
No, I'm not drunk, madam, but you give me an idea.
A lot of those alerts are not. They're not triggering correctly, and I don't know why. I don't know what's making them trigger twice. So I'm rewriting the entire framework so that it goes off correctly. Okay, now the 1-up mushroom should fire
What,
off.
they're busy? Busy? Look, they're busy and you're
There we
dizzy.
go.
No, I'm not drunk, madam, but you give me an idea.
So while you guys are having fun with that, that's what this is right here. This is all of the different alerts here in one big statement here. These 5 here are the standard 5. Then I have 6 empty slots currently.
What, they're busy?
I have
Busy? Look, they're busy and you're dizzy. No, I'm not drunk, madam, but you give me an idea.
I have no idea what's making it repeat. Let's close Sammy. And then turn it back on. And that should stop the repeating. So yeah, I currently have 6 empty slots of my alerts, so I can make 6 more alerts. I've got 14 slots dealing with my VTuber avatar. I've got 19 slots dealing with the sound alerts. I've got 8 slots that are dealing with the little avatars at the bottom of the screen, and I've got 3 generic channel ones. So how I want this to work. This is my pseudocode for the different cases here. For just my code, not for like the changing of the attributes or anything. All of that should still be working properly. What's not working properly is the code execution. So I'm writing a bit of pseudocode over here so that I make sure I get my execution correct. And for this button, there's going to be one big case statement that has 55 cases in it, one for each of the redeems on the channel. And theoretically, this should never fail. Because there should not be a way to generate a redeem that is not in this list, because it's listening to Twitch specifically. But I'm gonna have an error case, which is default, just in case that happens. Which I don't know why it would happen, but just in case it does, I have an error case. Now, for all of these, it should be fairly straightforward, just a case statement waiting for that particular thing to happen, right? So we're in a switch statement that is waiting for redeem, and redeem type is what this should be waiting for. For the redeem type variable, which it should be getting from Twitch, which is going to have the name of the channel reward in it. And then we're going to be testing the name of the channel reward against all of these cases, right? So we have a switch statement, and that switch statement is going to get past this variable that has the name of the reward. And then it's going to take that name and compare it to all of these cases. And when it finds a match to the name, it's going to execute the code that's inside of that particular case. Now, the special thing is going to happen right here inside of the announce your arrival. Case. We're going to have another switch statement in here. And this switch statement is going to be looking for a variable called redeem number. And then we're going to have a bunch of cases for that. Case 1. Ooh. And then this is default. Okay, so in theory, 2 nested switch statements should take care of this entire button. One looking for the redeem type, and if the redeem type is announce your arrival, we're looking for the redeem number that is inside of that. Okay. And I need it to fall into case 1. So I'm going to need an if statement right here. If redeem num is null, redeem num is 1. Because that will indicate that it's not created yet. Okay, so if the redeem number is null, meaning not created, assign redeem number the value of 1, and then it'll hit this switch and fall into case 1. And then when we look at Sammy over here, at the end of this, that redeem num is going to be incremented by 1, so that the next time this alert is ran, redeem num will be 2 and it'll fall into case 2. Okay, so we're going to call this username. We're going to call this redeem type. We're going to call this redeem description. Okay, now this is going to be redeem type. We might as well just call this redeem name. Okay, so that's the switch statement for redeem name. And there we have the announce your arrival. Okay. Now inside of the announce your arrival box, I need to add an if statement. If the, what did I call that variable out here? Redeem number. If redeem number variable is, how do I do null? Use a string value null all lowercase. What? Okay. So, if the redeem value is null, what we need to do is assign it, set a local variable, redeem num, and assign it the value of 1. Otherwise, do nothing. Okay, so now that if statement should only fire if redeem num is null. It'll fire off and it'll assign it 1. Otherwise, it won't do anything and it'll keep going. So that handles if that variable doesn't exist, and I need that there because I'm not declaring the variable for the first time until I'm inside of the first iteration of this button here, and this is redeem num, redeem number, and then right here this is redeem number. And active, I'm gonna delete active for right now because it's not gonna be doing what it was doing, whatever it was doing before. So now we've got this switch statement right here that is looking for this variable redeem number. And technically in the code, the first time that variable is declared is right here. Declared is a term when it comes to a variable. I'm going to put this over here. That means you're creating it for the first time. You're declaring that this variable exists. So the first time that this variable is technically declared in the code is inside of here. The problem with that is that this variable needs to be declared to get into here. But if I declare it up here with all of these variables, every time the button is ran, it will reset that variable to 1, which means that the only thing that it will ever do is go into the first one. So I need a place that's going to check if the variable exists. Null is a term in programming meaning this thing isn't there. Oh my gosh. It looks like my smoke alarm is going off. I will be right back. The stream did not crash. My smoke alarm decided to go off. My apartment building, in their infinite wisdom, installed a smoke alarm that is connected to the stove, so that if the smoke alarm goes off, it switches the line for the breaker to the stove off and turns off the power to the stove. However, in their usual level of skill, anytime anybody cooks anything on the stove, the fire alarm goes off and it trips the breaker automatically. Yep, they apparently got the OBS team to come down here and install the programming for this thing. So my mom is in there cooking dinner. She's making like chicken and mac and cheese and a bunch of stuff that she likes, right? And because she's cooking on the stove, the smoke alarm goes off. And that's what the loud noise was that scared me half to death. Okay, so where was I? I think I was explaining null, which is a programming term that basically means this thing doesn't exist. So the first time that this button is pressed and the announce your arrival thing is put through, redeem num should not exist yet, because the first time we see it down here, where technically it's being declared. So it should hit this, redeem num doesn't exist. Oh, okay, then go in here and create it and assign it the value of 1. The second time that this button is pressed, redeem num, because this button remembers its variables, redeem num is going to have already existed. So it's gonna look and say, hey, is redeem num here? Oh, it is here. Okay, then I don't need to do this. And it's gonna go ahead and fall into the switch statement here. And then at the end of each one of these switches, redeem num is going to be incremented by 1. This plus equal sign means take the value of this and add this to it. So at the end of each one of these messages, like first, second, and third, it's going to take redeem num and add 1 to it. So there's first, there's second, and there's third. And only the first 3 redeems have specials. And then there should be a case default right here, where this is why the alerts weren't working, because the numbers were too high. The default case is missing. All of this stuff is just sitting out. Okay, so I need to add a case right here that is default. Add. I need. Where's default case? Case statement. Case statement default. And then all of this stuff needs to be inside of there. And then that's stretch. Okay. So we're going to save that. And now I'm going to reset the stream to ended. And now I'm going to test this reward. Well, my source is not hidden properly. Looks like they weren't. So we'll go ahead and manually hide those sources. And try that test again. Lost connection from main OBS. Okay, so we'll save that. We'll save that.
What, they're busy? Busy? Look, they're busy and you're dizzy. No, I'm not drunk, madam, but you give me an idea.
Okay, so I'm going to remove the triggers from here. That one doesn't even have triggers. Okay, and this one shouldn't have triggers either. Okay, so these buttons shouldn't alert at all now. So we'll save that. Okay, now. Something odd is happening down here. Show alerts in OBS. Hide alert source in OBS. Assign source values. Why is all of that inside of this container? Copy that container. I'm going to delete it. Okay, so we're just going to add a information. Where did I find information before? Icon, I'll catch you later. Yeah, just comment, okay. We'll just save this, we'll put that there, and then we'll delete that. Yeah, we can redeem name properly. Num. Active isn't doing anything. Aha, okay. That needs to be in there. Save that. Let's save that. Okay, now. Still not firing correctly. Check that trigger. Okay. Got that. We got redeem num, which should be functioning, right? Got this active variable which is popping up. We got the alert showing. Why do we have a duplicate of stuff down here? Oh my gosh. Okay, I will be right back. Again. smoking hot, huh? Okay, I am back. And I've got food this time as well. So, what I found down here was a complete duplication of this button, where there should not have been a duplication of this button. And the show and hide. Okay, so what was making this button not work, I think, was a duplication of it. Okay, now when I test this out,
Greetings.
undefined has a, okay, so now we're back to that. So let's take a look here. That's okay. And I'm gonna go here into cleanup. I'm gonna run this button. It should clean all of that stuff up. Okay, now test it again.
Greetings.
Okay, so now redeem name. Okay, yeah, that's this. No, username. That's what we're looking for there. Username needs to be here. And then this one doesn't exist anymore. That one's gone. Okay, redeem name. Redeem description. And there's no more punctuation on these, or at least there shouldn't be. Oh, there still is, so we will just remove that. Okay. Redeem name. Redeem description. No punctuation. Okay. Yes, and I changed that to redeem num. Username has arrived first. Username has arrived second. Username has arrived third. Username. This is redeem num. This is redeem num. Username has arrived. Redeem num. Redeem num. Save. Okay, save that. Okay, now.
Greetings.
Undefined. Okay, so it's grabbing the username now, but it's not grabbing the redeem number. So we're going to refresh the stream and try it again.
Greetings.
So it's telling me that this variable, redeem num, is undefined. Why is it undefined? I'm gonna dig into some food here while I am thinking about why this. Oh, this is really hot. I mean, it was just cooked. I mean, that tracks. Yeah. Chicken, why are you difficult? What am I missing that's staring me in the face right here? Okay. Let's take a look at our variables. That was button 7. Redeem num is undefined.
Greetings. Greetings.
Why is it treating it like a string? It's actually set to the string undefined. Why? Because null. Can I leave this blank to represent a no value variable?
Greetings.
Yeah, let's delete that and try this again.
Greetings.
Okay.
Greetings.
Second place works.
Greetings.
Third place works.
Greetings. 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 Greetings.
Okay. Okay. So this appears to function now. So over here on announce your arrival, we're going to edit this. Actually, first I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to reset the places, and then over here I'm going to turn off cooldowns and limits, and I'm going to save it, and then nope, don't delete it. I'm going to turn the cooldowns and limits back on. Let's save it again, and now the first rewards should activate properly. So I'm going to refund all of the channel points again. And now, if you go down and activate the announce your arrival, you should be able to claim your spot at the top of the channel thing up here. You should be able to claim these spots now by announcing your arrival, and it should work properly. And I'm gonna wait for somebody who's listening to do that. Told me it wasn't eligible. I thought I was getting around that. Okay, hold on. Can I? Okay, try it now. You might have to refresh the page if it tells you you're not eligible.
Greetings.
8th. Oh, it didn't reset it. Okay, so it is updating it here, but when I hit this, it's not resetting the button. Okay. So that's this. 87. Oh, because this is now redeem them. Right. Okay. So now when I hit this button here and simulate the end of stream, there we go. Now try it, and it should put you in first place.
Greetings.
Haha. Okay. Oh, that's working now. Now I can go back here and put the restriction back on it. And bam, we fixed it. But that's only part of it. So I'm looking at the arrival, announce your arrival thing. Yeah, and that's not going to be sending a description with it. That makes sense. My mom actually made her mac and cheese, which is strange. She usually only makes this like once or twice a year for like Thanksgiving or Christmas. I guess she just wanted mac and cheese. Okay. So we got that working. Success. Now, all of the stream avatar stuff. Which is a bunch of case statements. I should be able to copy these case statements over as they are. And just change the variable names and have them working. Yes, I've turned the sound alerts off temporarily. I'm in that's what I'm doing right here. I'm in the process of turning all this stuff back on. Okay, I want to copy everything selected. Copy selected. Okay, and then over here, we're gonna scroll down. And right here, I want to paste. Okay, so that gives me Shrieking Potion, Giant's Potion, Confetti Armageddon, Snap Freeze, Bombing Run, Starfall Battle Royale screensaver. Okay, so I don't need that. And this is redeem type. Gonna eat some more mac and cheese. This is what this stream is gonna be. Me munching on food and fixing things. Until ladies stream tonight. I know I'm supposed to be playing Final Fantasy XIV, but considering how the stream keeps crashing, I absolutely need to make sure that all of this stuff is working correctly before I go back in there and the stream just falls apart again. And the OBS devs kept asking me when I was telling them, trying to explain what was going on. Like, why do you... It's similar to moving fast and breaking things. Yes. They keep asking me, why do you want to make sure that you have every little detail? Right, this is why. Because if I'm not literally controlling every little detail of what's going on, it goes all kinds of fuckery. It's like a Franken fucker. I don't know. See, that fell apart because I was going too fast, and that analogy just poofed. It poofed. Username, redeem, name, redeem, description. Right, okay. It poofed. Username, okay, that's stretch, that's hydrate. This is basic programming, and really that's all it is. And where I live in the country, it's pretty much impossible to just walk in and get a job doing any kind of programming or anything like that. All of the entire programming industry here in the South is controlled by Indians, not like Native Americans, but Indians from India. So all of the big like tech companies here are like AI startups and things like that are Indian controlled. And it's very, very hard to get hired on one of these companies if you're not Indian or your name isn't Patel. I mean, it's just the way it is. So yeah, I would have to move to a different part of the country that has a lot larger tech field in order to get employed in the tech industry or the tech side of things. Because here in South Carolina, it doesn't exist. Those jobs are up north there's a lot of them in Virginia because a lot of stuff happens around DC. So the Virginia area and the area immediately surrounding Washington DC is very high for tech jobs. Out in California, in Silicon Valley, or the Anaheim area, basically of LA, is super in demand for tech jobs out there. Oddly enough, up in Oregon, there's a lot of demand for tech jobs, and in the upper part of New York City, there's a big demand for tech up there, and then down in the Houston area, there's a huge demand for tech all throughout Houston, and not so much Dallas, but Austin. There's a pretty good demand for tech. So I would have to move to one of those areas and they would just snap up somebody like me like immediately and dump me in an entry-level position. It's like, here you go. You can put this data in the computer. You can make sure that these things are running. You can make sure that this part of the janitor system over here is not like backing up all the toilets in Midtown, something like that. So the tech jobs exist. They don't exist here. Well, it's not right to say that they don't exist. They exist, but they're filled, and there's more people waiting to fill those spots than there are spots. So these companies are able to pick from like the cream of the crop and not even look at people that are lower down on the list, right? Because you could pick me, the YouTuber who's got like 2 degrees in programming from a now defunct school, or the guy who just got laid off for Google, who's been an engineer at Google for 10 years. Right? Because we're both competing in the same market now. And it is because one question that IRL people ask me all the time is why I'm always so down on the United States. I'm getting political here for a moment. And my answer always is because with my skill set, if I lived in Europe, I would be employed full time right now, and I would be able to afford a house to live in with the skill set that I have if I lived on the other side of the ocean. That's why I'm so down on the country, because it's not only me, it's thousands, millions of people in this country right now can't afford to just live, and it's getting worse. And when we look at the other free countries of the world, none of them are as bad as the United States that aren't third world countries. And that should be alarming to a lot of people, but it's not. And I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Because our country is probably one of the least educated countries in the world. I mean, I had an argument with somebody just yesterday. They were having an issue with conducting electricity, and I suggested something that just melted their mind because they could not comprehend how this could be the case. They were looking for a way to conduct something without using a wire, and I suggested shoot a stream of fire across it and use fire to conduct the electricity, because fire is a conductor. And it just melted their brain, the idea that fire conducts electricity. I'm like, yes, fire is an actual physical thing. It's plasma. It conducts electricity, not as well as metal, but it will. Fire is a conductor. Completely, they could not comprehend the idea that fire could conduct electricity, or the fact that water doesn't actually conduct electricity. It's an insulator when you put it between 2 electrical sources. Like, mind gone. Like, no, there's no fire can't. No, fire is fire. It burns everything. I'm like, learn how science works, please. What happened to high school science? Why does nobody know that there are 4 basic states of matter? Everybody only thinks that there are 3. No, plasma is a state of matter. There's more plasma in the universe than there are all other matter combined. It's what stars are made out of. And if you didn't know, yes, fire is a conductor. If you don't believe the anime YouTuber man, go Google it. And as a rule of thumb, you should never just believe the anime YouTuber man. You should always go verify everything for yourself. That's what makes people smart. And you're never going to offend an actual smart person by going and verifying what they're saying. This is really good mac and cheese. Hope you don't mind that I'm eating mac and cheese. Okay. Now. Username. Redeem. Type. Redeem description. That should be right. User. Giant post shall need to remove punctuation. The punctuation, especially those punctuations, make things difficult. Name, theme type, theme description, user name, theme type, theme description, user name, theme type, theme description. Run user name, type, theme description. Starfall user name, theme type, theme description. Battle Royale. Username, theme type, theme description. Screensaver. User name, theme type, theme description. Okay, save that. And now I'm going to fire these off one at a time to make sure they work. Shrinking potion. Okay. Job stretch. Okay. Hydrate. part of hydrate did not go off, and that's because in here, hydrate. Bam. Okay, now we test. Rewards on cooldown. I think I can test it from over here. Hydrate. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go here and turn that all. Okay, and we'll test it from here. Hydrate. There we go. I'm gonna change this to 10-minute down on hydrate. And a 10-minute cooldown on stretch. All right, I'm gonna take a quick little break and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Okay, so yes, I was testing these rewards. And we tested the shrinking potion, tested the giant's potion. It didn't trigger on there, and I don't know why. What is this? Poogie. Oh, why is Poogie unlocked? Okay. But I also know why it didn't trigger on here. Undefined. Oh, I don't know what that redeem was. Giant's potion. Okay. Okay, I need to move that. And streaming avatars, we have to disconnect that. What commands? Custom commands. Giant's potion. Okay, I need to go here. Copy that. Turn this back on. Okay, now we try this redeem. Undefined. Did I ever... Hold on. Why is Giant's Potion not redeeming correctly? Username, redeem type, redeem description. Redeem name, redeem description. So it's not catching the name of that redeem for some reason. Don't know why. Redeem name and redeem description. Okay, so it is capturing the name and the description, but it's not displaying it. Okay, so there's something wrong with the display of Giant's Potion. Is it that? Oh, this isn't redeem type, this is redeem name. Okay, let's go back down through here. Make sure everything is named properly. Name. Okay. Let's test these out now. Shrinking potion. Okay, that worked. Giant potion. Okay, it fired there, but it did not fire here. Because I changed the wrong name. Okay. Let's test that again. Okay. So I think that one's working correctly. Try snap freeze. Okay, that one worked. Starfall. Okay. Confetti Armageddon. Whee! I should probably rename that since that effect doesn't happen anymore. Screensaver. Okay. Screensaver is working now. Bombing run. Incoming. Okay, bombing run is working. Battle Royale. Not enough avatars to start a battle royale. Okay, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So now all of these alerts are working. I'm just gonna leave that sitting up there for now. Okay, now these sound alerts specifically. They're never going to be playing the sound alert and the alert sound at the same time. So I could just delete alert sound. Well, I can delete sound alert and just... I believe the duck throw, let me test it, is multiple ducks. It currently appears to be off. Hold on. Oh, nope. Don't do that. No, no, no. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Duck. It would be good if I said it correctly. So duck now should work. Oh. Duck is on cooldown. Hold on. Let's take Duck off of cooldown. Yes. I only have 50 slots on here. So I'm limited with what options I can have. And of those 50 slots, I have to share them with the sound rewards and the rewards for attacking the avatar, unless I want to put the sounds back on sound alert. But if I put them back on sound, yes, I saw that. Whenever you throw the heart container, Navi goes, "Hey!" And different items in this list, like did you see 1,000 Needles? Did you see what 1,000 Needles does? Thousand Needles. Ow. Throws a bunch of little cactuar at me and they stick. So yeah, they're gonna stick around for a little bit. Get it? Stick around. Hello, Morris. The cat has arrived. And different things like the Pokeballs, the Master Ball, the Ultra Ball do different amounts of damage. But if you throw the Master Ball for 1,000, it's always a guaranteed knockout. And then once I'm knocked out, I'm down for 13 seconds before I respawn. Hello, Morris. Yes, I will pet you. Yes, so the 1-up mushroom is a full heal, but it won't work if I am already down. And I have some more options of things that I can do. Yes. When I pop back up, I pop up at full health. So I have this goo option that I haven't figured out how to work it. Like, I have an idea for the goo, but I don't know how to implement it. Way back in the day, there was a show on Nickelodeon called You Can't Do That on Television. I don't know if anybody remembers this show or not, but at any point during the show, if anybody said the words, "I don't know," you'd get slimed. They would pour a bucket of slime on you from above the top of the set. And they were just waiting for anybody, and it was like a little skit show, right? So they were waiting for anybody to say the phrase, "I don't know," and then they would get a bucket of slime poured on my head. Because way back in the day, Nickelodeon, the only thing you know is Alanis Morissette was a host on the show. Yes, a lot of big name stars were very active in Nickelodeon in the 90s, in like the 80s and 90s. And this show was really big, and Nickelodeon in the 90s was all about this green slime. They sold it in stores. Like, it was all about the green slime. And anytime anybody said, "I don't know," on that show, they got slimed. So I would like, at some point, to be able to program something that's going to catch me saying, "I don't know." And then when it does, slime. I thought of that immediately when I saw this slime thing on here, and I'm like, yes, I like that. And then there's this bucket thing, which pours water on my head and then drops a bucket. And now I'm inside the bucket. Yes, it would need an AI audio detector, which, as I understand, is coming along nicely. You has a bucket, yes. So I'm thinking about adding the bucket as a redeem, because I've got 6 empty slots. You think I should put bucket in one of those slots? And then I've got this confetti thing. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use that for yet. And then, there are default items that you can throw. Duck, beach ball. Did I just crash it? Okay, hold on. Turning program back on. I may have crashed it, or I may have clicked the X button, because the throw button is right next to the X button. Okay. Tennis ball. Banana. 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 Tennis ball. Dog toy. Rubber ducky. Dog toy. Dog toy. Banana. Tennis ball. Dog toy. Banana. Tennis ball. Tennis ball. Duck. Tennis ball. I know there's a beach ball. There they are. Oh, and sandals. So these are the default items, of which the only one that I'm currently using is a duck. And then I can drop a box on my head. Just a box. I'm in the box. A sombrero. Yes. What else we got? Another sombrero. I was playing around with the sizes, so I made the... That's a pie. I can be pied, by the way. What else? What else we got? I've got spin and alien abduction on there. There's bonk, which is just an instant knockout. So I've got a couple of options left. Bucket is a really fun one. Expect a slew of food attacks. Right now, pie's the only one, and I don't actually have it implemented yet. But I'm working on it. I kind of want the pie thing to like hit me like straight on in the face rather than just drop down from above. But when you throw the pie, it does random things. Like it could hit from behind or the side. And if I apply the stick and it throws from the side, then the side of the pie is gonna like stick to my face. And that's not fun. But when you drop it, it always it just happened to drop the pie. It always drops it like down straight on the head. So I'm thinking about adding the pie drop and adding the bucket as two new redeems to take up 2 of the empty slots that I have. And I want to add a couple of audio redeems in 2 of the other slots. Okay, so we can actually go ahead and make the bucket redeem right now. It's going to be a drop. No, it's bucket. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be bucket. And we're going to name it bucket. What should we call the channel redeem? bucket, KKET. That's what we're calling it. Has bucket. Okay. Okay, has bucket. Then on here, add a new custom reward. Get your reward a name. Has bucket. I has a bucket. Okay, this is going to be. Yeah, it's close enough. How much do you think has bucket should cost? And we're gonna give a 5-minute cooldown to has bucket. What should has bucket cost? Well, how much are you willing to pay to has bucket? Yeah, 100 redeems, 2, 3. $300 for has bucket. Okay, we will has bucket at 300. True. Oh yeah. Okay, these are red. So let's get the color. Why are you being difficult, color? Okay. And then... Okay, we haven't implemented that yet. Okay. So, now... True. Has bucket should be in the list. Would you like to redeem has bucket? I'll just vibe to the music. You need to refresh. Yes, yes, you might need to refresh. I can just keep jiving. Have some Quest 64 music here. Or the L-Tel... Tail? Something? L-Tel something. In Europe. In Japan. Why did bucket not activate? Okay, let's fix bucket. Oh, I know why it didn't act. This is my bad. This is my bad. Okay. Bam. Okay. Okay. Now let me refund this. Okay, okay, now it should work. It's just saying that it's not actually trying to activate that. It should be activating the bucket thing though, and it's not activate. It didn't activate the bucket. Okay, what is wrong? Oh. Okay, let me. Okay, now it should work. Yes. now it should definitely work. The reason it didn't fire off that last time, I had bucket misspelled. There it goes. There's the bucket. There's the bucket. Now we have bucket. Okay. So all of those work, so I don't need that button anymore. Yes, the bucket is not an attack. I don't know if I can make the bucket an attack. Bum, 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 bum. No, I can't make the bucket an attack. Okay. Bucket cannot be attack. Okay. So let's go ahead and implement the VTuber plus things. Super mushroom. Do I want these to trigger anything at all, though? That's the thing. Because a lot of the effects are quick little effects that happen. So I'm thinking I don't actually want this button to... I don't want the VTuber artifacts to trigger anything directly. And so I have to make a way for it to... Oh, I could do that. That would be what the active thing was for. Okay, let's bring in all of the sound alerts, and we will handle the sound alerts. And then I will set up a statement for... Ah, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. I love Firefly. Greetings isn't one of them anymore. Copy selected. Okay. Okay, and this needs to be username. This is redeem name. Redeem description. And instead of putting this on sound alerts, we're going to put this on alert sound. I'm gonna leave active there. Okay. User name and redeem name. Redeem description. And we're putting this on alert sound. User name. Redeem name. Redeem description. And this is going on alert sound. User name. Redeem name. Redeem description. And this is going on alert sound. User name, redeem name, redeem description, alert sound, user name, redeem name, redeem description, alert sound. Username. Redeem name. Redeem description. Alert sound. Username. Oh, not redeem, redeem. Redeem name. Redeem description. And this is on alert sound. Username. Redeem name. Redeem description. Alert sound. Username, redeem name, redeem description, alert sound, username, redeem name, redeem description, and alert sound. Username. I have not found a search and replace function inside of Sammy yet. But yes, I do need to check the cases. I mean, adding a search and replace function would be awesome. They have an option to look at the code, but what it does is it dumps it out in a big JSON file with no formatting at all. Like, if you're gonna dump your code into a file, format the file. I hate when people do that. Like, how am I supposed to find anything in a gigantic wall of unformatted code? Team name, team description, yeah, Notepad++ might be able to format it. I think I have Notepad++ installed. Yeah. No, I don't. I should get it though. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Okay, alert sound. Oh, no worries. No interruption. I'm used to the way Sammy is working here. So yeah, it's a lot of repetition just going back through and changing it. But it's not really that bad. And it helps drive into my mind exactly how this stuff works. Less likely I'll forget later when I come back and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I won't have to spend an hour and a half trying to figure out what I was doing. Let's be real though, I'm going to spend an hour and a half trying to figure out what I was doing, because 10 minutes is every programmer in the world. 10 minutes after you close the file, you don't remember anything about it. And you don't put comments in there. Why would you comment it? Because you wrote it, right? Of course you're gonna remember it. So one of the good things about this format of doing some kind of yeah, that never happened. This is kind of like built-in comments for everything, because it's telling me exactly like what's going on. So this is a little bit like running in an auto comment system. Yes. Oh, that's the wrong page. That was the wrong page. Okay. Now I can delete that. And we can save. Okay. We've saved. The moment of truth. Let's test them and see if they work.
Good job!
Good job.
Hello there.
Hello there. Okay. I'm checking the cases now. If they fire off, the cases are correct.
And it exploded.
Volume is an issue. But I know how to fix that, I think.
Do a barrel roll!
Never give up, never surrender.
I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this.
I mean, come on. How do you guys expect to beat me?
Okay, so I'm going to have to change the length of time because it's cutting those off. Okay. Can I bring this back? No. Okay.
Emotional damage.
There's no I in Team Griff. Yeah, there's no you either. So I guess if I'm not
Yeah, I'm gonna have to extend that a little bit.
I will send you to Jesus.
Knock knock doesn't work. Okay. Okay, let's go find knock knock. Is it name? Oh, let's you look at that. Okay. Let's try that again. Once more with feeling. It's on cooldown. Okay, you know what? I control the cooldowns. Bam! It's not on cooldown anymore. Where is it? There it is. Okay, yeah, it is going off. Okay, cool. Bam. Turn that back on. Okay. And I guess while I'm in here, alert sound. What is... Do I need 30 seconds? I don't think I do. In fact, I think I can get away with 15. Let's just add a 1 to the beginning of this. Yes. The alerts are going to activate across all 4 of the scenes that I have set up. So if you look at my yeah, what Sammy is doing is I can actually delete this now. Delete sound alerts. These 4, it's activating these 4 things up here: the text, the description, the movie, and the sound effect, which in this case is the knock knock. So it's turning these on and off, and then changing what the text says and the color of it dynamically on the fly. And I want that to happen across all 4 of the scenes that I have set up down here. The problem that I was having specifically with the sound is that the amount of time before it shuts it off was too short, and it was cutting off some of the sound effects. So I know that some of them go upwards of 15 seconds, So you set it in milliseconds here. From the time the button is pushed, how many milliseconds until this triggers here to shut it back off. And then I have a timeout right here for waiting for till the button can be fired off again. And it'll stack up the rewards and fire them after another, but it won't overwrite them, and it won't fire off multiple at the same time. So I was having a problem with things like the team one. Oh, activations are happening. I haven't got them all fixed yet. But let me turn this down a little bit. And this one was shut off early.
There's no I in team, Griff. Yeah, there's no you either. So I guess if I'm not on the team and you're not on the team, nobody's on the goddamn team. The team sucks.
Okay, there we go. Lojo redeemed the Giants potion. So I don't know what happened with that. I've been having problems getting the potions to fire off correctly, especially with the stream avatars, to get them to actually make your avatar grow. Try it again. I think your avatar has to be on the screen and not under the effect of a potion. If it's not on the screen, I don't think it worked. And if you're on the shrinking potion, and it just appears to be broken now. Yeah, the potions, I may end up taking the 2 potions off of there, because sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. So I guess some of them are real potions, some of them are fake potions. You never know which potion you're gonna get. Nope. Let me redeem it on mine and see if it gives me the giant potion. It did not. Okay, yeah. Does the shrinking potion work? Yeah, the shrinking potion worked. I am tiny now. Okay, I need to save and go back out here and take a look at the settings. Allow for Q, yes. Don't allow for button overlap. Yeah, I haven't reset the volume on it yet. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is working at the moment. I can tweak volume settings after it's not breaking. Ad. Oh yeah, there's an ad. Yep. You've sugared the battle royale. Lojo took the health pack. Oh, I took that health pack. Oh. Oh, I think Lojo's gonna win. There we go. Lojo won the battle royale. Plus 1,000 shards for winning the royale. Okay. So we were at Knock Knock. I grabbed Grabthar's hammer. Okay, so Grabthar's hammer didn't fire off correctly. Welcome back, Torbot. Okay, let me test Grabthar's hammer again. Oh, I know why it's not working. Okay. Yeah, it was defaulting to the last. The reason it was popping up your name, Lojo, it defaulted to the last thing that activated when Grabthar's hammer didn't activate. And it didn't activate because of an apostrophe. Yep. So now, Knock Knock gets. Okay, it's back on. Grabthar's hammer, turn that off. And I will try Grabthar's hammer again. There it goes.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Wherein, you shall be avenged.
Okay, then Curse of Betrayal.
By Grabthar's hammer,
Didn't
by
work.
the sons of Wherein, you shall be avenged.
Oh, I see why it didn't work. Okay. Punctuation, man. Okay.
Ah, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Okay.
Could you possibly try not to hit every single one?
I'm gonna test the cue here.
What, they're busy? Busy? Look, they're busy and you're dizzy. No, I'm not drunk, madam, but you're giving me an idea.
Now these should be queued up.
Well, my days are not taking you seriously are certainly coming to a middle.
So when multiple things are activated at the same time, there is a space between the buttons for when they will fire off.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So I'm using these last couple here to test my the space between when alerts fire.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
Okay. Yeah, there's about a 15-second space.
Good job.
And there's Khan redeeming good job. The space is set right here because I told the button to wait 15,000 milliseconds, which is 15 seconds, before it turns off the sound to give the sound file time to play. So that means between each redeem, there's going to be about 15 seconds of space. I can probably tighten that up to like the exact amount of time I need for the longest sound file that's going to play. But there's always going to be a space between the redeems. But it does save the queue for the redeem, so none of them are going to get lost. They're all going to queue up, and they're going to play in the order that they were brought out. If there's an effect associated with the redeem that is not a sound effect, like something that happens to my avatar, that will probably play immediately, because that's being handled by a completely different system. So yeah, I'll have to think about ways to implement that. Maybe I can trigger it from inside of Sammy, so that Sammy triggers it at the appropriate time instead of waiting for Twitch to trigger it. I'll have to think about that. But that should be all of the channel point rewards fixed. Now, if you do redeem something that isn't in that list, it's still going to display the last thing that went off. So I'm going to have to fix that. However, I appear to be out of time, as Lady is about to start up her stream. So I'm waiting for confirmation for Lady, and then I'm going to switch over and be on Lady stream. I'm still going to be streaming Torvalk, but at 9 I'm doing a collaboration on Final Fantasy XIV with another streamer, Lady Arnie. And so we're going to be starting that up at about 9 o'clock. So I'm going to be switching off of fixing things on my channel and helping her with her Final Fantasy XIV journey. Yeah. So I'm currently awaiting Lady and to see where she is at. Once I get confirmation, we're gonna go on break here. I'm gonna get everything swapped over and swapped around. I am not sure. Let me pull up their channel, and I will link their channel in chat. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Here is Lady's channel, and she's an awesome streamer. She probably posts. I doubt Lady is it. You're following them too? Yes. Lady is pretty awesome. We do a bunch of collabs. We've been collaborating on Monday on Plate Up and Tuesdays for Final Fantasy XIV. And she appears to be running a bit late. I'm going to... I wonder if I can shut off and then turn back on just the YouTube stream. It's been known to happen a time or 6. Huh. I might be able to. Okay. Okay, do you guys want to come with me on the journey of updating everything properly? Okay. YouTube behind the scenes. We're going to be shutting off the YouTube stream temporarily. So if you're watching on YouTube, and you're not because it's showing me right up here at the top that nobody is watching on YouTube. I just stream there because VODs, right? I'm going to be shutting off the YouTube stream and then on Twitch creating a brand new YouTube stream and then starting it back up. This is the first time that I've attempted this, but I have a button right here that lets me shut off one of the 2 streams that I have going. So, testing. Shut off the YouTube stream. An error occurred, please try again later. Is YouTube stream going? It says stream is healthy. Twitch says an error occurred, please try again later. Turn it back on. Okay, so I can manually end the stream on the YouTube side.